Hi, hey, good morning. Welcome to the village of Venetia. Pastor Rich Roberts. Here's a little good morning song for us. It's a beautiful day in a neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a beautiful day in a beauty wood, a beautiful day for a beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, will you be mine? Won't you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please won't you be my neighbor? Good morning, neighbor. Hey, where are we at on this May? This May 12th, 13th, somewhere in there. I think it's, I know my birthday's next week. It's next Wednesday, so we'll celebrate that in a big way. Lots of celebrations going on in the village of Venetia. Of course, the little village that is such the neighborhood that Mr. Rogers sang about for all those times. And a big happy birthday out to Joe Negri. Joe Negri, who was Handyman Negri. He was on the Paul Shannon Show, and Handyman Negri on Mr. Rogers will turn 100 this year. He's 99, still playing the guitar, and I went to a workshop, a Handyman Negri workshop at Volklines. And Volklines, at the time when I was 10 or 12, is down the Andy Warhol Museum is. It was down on the north side. It was a Volkline building, and on a Saturday morning, if you bought a guitar from Volklines, you got to go, and Joe Negri was there, and I got to see him, and I thought, man, he is the best. So still playing the guitar at 99. His birthday's, actually, I think it's coming up in June, but I saw something yesterday. So just a happy birthday to him. Let's do a little, since we haven't seen y'all in a long time, gosh, I think it's been February since we've been on camera. Almost Heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads. All my memories gather round her. Miner's a lady, stranger to blue water. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads. I hear a voice in the morning hour, she calls me. Radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads take me home, country road. And we're sending it out to Reverend Brent Brown. He's retired now down in Princeton, West Virginia, the very bottom part of the state, almost in the state of Virginia. Yeah, he had, colon cancer last Christmas, and just out of the blue, and wasn't planning on retiring, but now is retired and living down there he and Deborah, my best of friends, traveled many times through West Virginia with him. Go with a native, somebody from the state if you're going to travel through West Virginia. And I've sung that song in every welcome station in West Virginia, just traveling around with him. We'd always have a guitar in the car. And he'd say, well, Rick, get the guitar up. And so I would. And it was just so funny because they didn't know what to do. Should we call security? Should we call the police? What's this guy doing singing in this welcome station? And we'd hurry up, pack it up, and run to the car and get on down the road. But also many travels in Russia, 10 years traveling in Russia with Brent. And I was going to sing, well, let's do a train song. Since we're talking about traveling, my only train experience was in Russia. I did 10 years of mission work over there with United Methodist Volunteers in Mission, and I never rode a train here in America. I had to go there, and an overnight train at that. When you don't speak the language, it was even more fun and more blessings to go from Moscow to a little town called Voronezh. That's a pretty good-sized town. Yeah, let's do a little. This isn't the train song I wanted to do, but this is what we're doing this morning. I hear the train a-comin', it's a-rollin' around the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. Well, I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. And that train keeps a-rollin' on down to San Antone. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, she said, always be a good boy, don't never play with guns. Well, I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. And every time I hear that whistle, I hang my head and cry. I bet you there's rich folks eating in some fancy dining car. They're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. And that train keeps a-moving, and that's what tortures me. And if they free me from this prison, if that railroad train was mine, but I'd move it on a little farther down the line, as far from Folsom Prison. That's where I'd want to stay. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. The Folsom Prison Blues. That's a good train song. I guess I was watching late night TV or early morning TV, Cannon. The old with William Conrad was the. It's an old detective show. Anyway, he was on a train last night, and I think that's when I was thinking about, where did I see this? They were in a dining car, blah, 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 and so a good train ride. But yeah, my only experience on a train overnight 2 times was in Russia on those old Pullman cars. And the Pullman car company was in Butler, Pennsylvania, not far, kind of like I grew up in between Pittsburgh and Butler on Saxonburg Boulevard there. And so, and it was also the same place where they started making the Jeep for World War II. In fact, there was one that pulled in the Venetia School parking lot, I think 3 weeks ago. Someone came to see the ball game over there, and they had one of the original Jeeps. It was all decked out in that army green, and but they built them right there again in Butler, Pennsylvania, close to the same factory they built the Pullman cars. And there was a fire there, I think, 2 years ago in the Bantam Jeep factory, and I think it destroyed the building, but how sad is that? But overnight train rides, yeah. Hey, we got a lot of things that are happening in our village of Venetia. 2 weeks ago, we hosted, as we love to do, the Wright Company did Moana, that great Disney presentation. And it was just fantastic. Every time the Wright Company, they do about 3 shows a year at our place at Wright's historic Wright's United Methodist Church right there at 788 Venetia Road. And this time it was up until, it was a middle school show, so it was like elementary kids up until middle school. And They did the show, four performances, and it was packed at every performance. Absolutely, and it's such a joy to see. I mean, that's about 150 people per performance, and so it's just good to see that many people in church. Balcony was packed. Every place you went was fantastic. Now they've got some other shows coming up too. The Wright Company, again, they'll do 2 weeks of summer theater camp, and we host that right there at Historic Wright's Church. One is coming up in June very soon, and that'll be, I think, it's more for the high school wages, and that'll be, and then they'll do another theater camp when we get back into August. So be thinking about that. You know, do you want to attend? And the tuitions are very reasonable. Plus, you learn so much in those 4 days. It's incredible. The intense learning of theater, music, and movement, which I mean dance, and the drama of that is incredible. We're also very fortunate to have Kathy's Music, the preeminent kinder music franchise in all the world, and it happens to be right here in McMurray, not far from here, actually. And they do great work, and that their recitals are coming up, and graduations are coming up this weekend. I think this weekend and next weekend, and it'll be at Historic Wright's Church. So if you're looking forward to to hear some great musical renditions, some recitals, look at our website, Wright's UMC, and we'll be glad to host you there to see those things. They also do 2 weeks of music theater camp too throughout the summer. So you don't have to go anywhere else but the Village of Venetia for your whole summertime. They're playing ball there 5 nights a week, from T-League up to, I think, 7-year-olds. Next door at the school is the train club, a whole floor of just model trains from G gauge, H gauge, O gauge. They're all right there, and it's fantastic. So we have so much to offer in the Village of Venetia. So come and see us. It's in that 788 block. We live there. The church is there. The school's there. The Historic Wright House, which we'll talk about in just a few minutes, is also there too. Things that are coming up, recitals this weekend, next weekend, and this weekend, which I mean is like May 15th, 16th, and then next weekend, which would be Memorial Day weekend. I think it's that Friday and Saturday once again. So it's just fantastic. And then when we get back from the break, we'll tell you about the more events that are going on all summer long in the Village of Venetia. So stick right by. We'll see you soon. Yeah, we've been out and about in the communities for the last couple weeks. Only, less than a month of school to go. Did you experience the hailstorm yesterday? It was insane. So I got my friends in Georgia, down in Covington, friends and family. I just got to be with them back in April. Did a wedding down there, and the spring break that I spent down there, it's hard to come back to this kind of weather in Pennsylvania. But this is for our friends down there because they watch this. They tune it up on the internet, and they watch Village of Venetia. And this is for them. Look at that snow, or that hail yesterday. That was just yesterday. I still got some in my yard this morning, too. Sleigh bells ring. Are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight. We're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away, it's a new bird, here to stay. It's a bluebird, he sings a song as we go along, walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman, and pretend that he is Parson Brown. He'll say, are you mad? We'll say, no, man. But you can do the job when you're in town. Later on, we'll conspire as we dream by the fire. The face unafraid, the plans that we make, walking in a winter wonderland. We'd have more fun if we could be in the sun, but we're walking in a winter wonderland in the village of Venetia. If you saw that hail out there, it was just incredible. I was coming back from McMurray. Actually, I was on the phone in the car, and I was talking to somebody in Finleyville, and I was up right around the school here, and the guy saying, I can't hear you. What's going on? I said, it's hailing. Oh my gosh. And they didn't have any where he was at in Finleyville, and they didn't have any. Look at that. At least it wasn't baseball size, thank goodness, because I was worried about my cars that were out in the, not in a garage. I'm thinking, gosh, and I used to have a Lincoln that had baseball-size hail dents from Texas that I bought, and they lasted forever. But there's my dog out there. You see Brutus, you see the tail of Brutus, and that's Brutus the Wonder Dog, and he's wondering, what is going on here, Dad? Take me back in. And I didn't get a chance to get the big husky out because she loves this snow stuff. She was watching it out the window and just jumping up and down. She said, let me go out. I want to go out. But anyway, if you had a chance to enjoy any of that, it was really quite a sight to see. But it was on the side of the road, and some places, and this morning on my way in, I was still seeing stuff on the side of the road in the village of Venetia. So we're a place for all seasons. And so if you're thinking about the summer vacation, come to the village. You know, we've got 4 music theater camps. You can come be a part of that. Was at a great, fantastic concert for South Hills Children's Choir last Friday night. And they practice in this area. They used to have us as their practice home at the Historic Rites Church, but they outgrown our space. But if you ever have a chance to see South Hills Children's Choir in concert, which they were last Friday in Cannonsburg, it was just, they're amazing. Amazing voices, amazing vocal training, and that's such the cool thing about all of the groups that meet at Rites. These are all professional folks that teach you proper ways of singing and breathing, and you know, it's not the corn-pone stuff that you get from me. You actually get some pretty good stuff. I had an old German teacher when I was taking guitar lessons. Gosh, I think I started when I was 5, and this guy was tough. He was Mr. Lindo, and I think I had to learn, I think I played my first chord like 2 years. We had to learn theory, I had to learn notes, and it was just kind of a real, and he looked like, if you know the child catcher from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, if you know that movie, the child catcher that was going around catching, he looked just like this guy, and so he was very scary. But anyway, I got a song for, we're only going to do, I think, one. Normally, in the summertime, Village of Venetia, we do our Brown Bag Concert Series. I mean, I know they have concerts here at the Shell in Petersburg Park, but we've always done it, gosh, the last 13 years. Every Wednesday, we would do music and then lunch right at the church at noon, and it was $5 for the lunch. But schedules, gosh, we've been working our poor food folks from both Edwards Chapel and Historic Rites Church. We've been just really working them overtime, and so we are only going to do, I think, one for the summertime, and that'll be June the 18th. So write that on your calendar, Wednesday, June 18th, right at noon. Come for some great music and a good lunch, and it'll be right there. It's probably going to be inside. We built a shelter outside, 4 years ago, to accommodate the COVID folks and also the theater groups. So we do have a great 16 by 16 outdoor shelter that's comparable to the Starlight Amphitheater, wherever you go in Burkettstown, I think, or something like that. They got the idea from us because we started doing concerts long before they had even had that place, something like that. But here's one that we like to do in the summertime for our good friend Frank. He's in the hospital now, is at Jefferson Hills. And in fact, is on my phone when he would come to our concerts. he would always request this song. And so that's how he's in my phone. I got Stewball Frank, and I want to call him. I just hit that, and so it's to go to Peter, Paul, and Mary's song. Oh, Stewball was a racehorse, and I wish he were mine. He never drank water, he always drank wine. His bridle was silver, his mane it was gold, and the worth of his saddle has never been told. Oh, the fairgrounds were crowded, and Stewball was there, but the betting was heavy on the bay and the mare. And way up yonder, ahead of them all, came a prancing and a dancing, my noble Stewball. I bet on the gray mare, I bet on the bay. If I'd have bet on old Stewball, I'd be a free man today. Oh, the hoot owl, she hollers, and the turtle doves moan. I'm a poor boy in trouble, I'm a long way from home. Oh, Stewball was a racehorse, and I wish he were mine. He never drank water, he always drank wine. Yeah, if you watched any of the Kentucky Derby, hey, maybe that applies to that too. Did you see that come from behind? I mean, the horse was last and ended up winning the Derby. And I watched the replays of that Rio, and it just is exciting every time you see it, to see that kind of a championship of overcoming the odds like that. Like old Stewball, and Stewball was a racer. So that goes out to our good friend Frank, who's Jefferson Hills and recovering. I took the guitar over there 2 Sundays ago and walked in there, and they thought I was Johnny Cash, going into one of the San Quentin or Folsom Prison, the places where he did concerts. And so it was a great time to be over there, and just sending him well wishes, to be sure. We've got the end of June is Community Day in Peters Township. It's the last Saturday of June. A special event going on in the village of Venetia is the very next day, that Sunday, is the 100th anniversary of the old Venetia School. And so there'll be plenty of celebration that day. Oh my goodness. You can probably go to that website, which is the Peters, the Heritage Society, and that's where the train club is. It's where the seniors have their lunch. The Girl Scouts meet there. It's a great, useful building. It retired in 1993 from being a school, the part of Peters Township Schools. And so we've been just using it as a great community outreach. And so it's celebrating 100 years, the last Sunday of June. So there'll be lots of food. I think an old car display, trains will be on display. I think there'll be some raffle baskets. It's just going to be a great day of celebration. So mark that day on your calendar too. Again, you can spend your whole summer vacation right here in the village of Venetia with all the music theater groups going on. And also the Wright House. That's right across the street, like catty corner from the school. That's the Museum of Western Expansion. The Wright House is already celebrated 200 years old. The cabin behind it, one of the first house built in this part of, which was Virginia at the time when it was built in 1762. the little log cabin, and it's fantastic. There are dates throughout, and go to Peters Creek Historical Society. Go to that website, see when the house is going to be open for an open house tour. The cabin in the back, if you have never been in there, that's a part of who we are, and especially this year when we celebrate 250. America 250 years old through on the 4th of July, and so be thinking about that. I've been watching those historical specials on different channels. I think QED had one on. It was fantastic. And because we think of 1776, our independence, but it was after that. That was the really gruesome parts of the war. There's a new movie. I didn't get to see the movie The Great Awakening. I wanted to see that. It was about Benjamin Franklin and George Whitefield. And in fact, it's no longer playing around here. I think it is one theater somewhere in Pennsylvania, and I hope it's not far away. I'd like to see that, because then there's a new movie coming out about young George Washington, too. And that comes into theaters July 3rd. And if you like history like I do, you'll want to see that. Also at the same time is, the AI stuff that's going on. Like I was mentioning to you this morning, sang a song for Mr. Rogers. It's somewhere on my Facebook. It said that Mr. Rogers' birthday was like yesterday. And then, no, it's not. And that Joe Negri had a birthday too, and no, his birthday isn't until June. So just be careful on the AI stuff that you look up. Not everything you see on the internet is true, but this is true, and it is the Village of Venetia, with 4 musical theater camps this summer, and you can come look for the right company, look for Kathy's Music. They're are instrumental in signing up for those camps, and they're going to have a great time. They use inside, outside there at Historic Rites Church. We celebrated 200 years back in 23, and our building was 100 years old 2 years ago also. So lots of history. And again, this is where history begins. If we know our past, then it helps guide us into the future. So be thinking about that. Let's do a little God Bless America, celebrating 250 coming up July 4th. But I'll see you before then. We'll be back on Village of Venetia. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. And God bless you guys out there. Hey, we love you. We'll see you real soon. Come see us at the Village of Venetia. Bye.